Okay, I'm going to, next thing I'm going to do is fix this bulkhead here that divides from behind that seat into the garage here. So I've got the IKEA bed struts going across, so I'm just going to put a wee bracket on here, same on the other side, and maybe one here and one here. Again, if I need to take this out, I can always take the screws out. Once I get that on, then I'm going to square it off, and how I square it off is I don't use level. I have a bit of plywood here, so once I get the top secured, what I'll do is I'll just throw this, it's a sheet of plywood that hasn't been cut. The edge, as you can see there, down this side, that's a manufacturer's edge. The bottom is manufactured on this edge here, so that means it's a square bit of, I've checked, it's a square bit of board. So just a plywood sheet that hasn't been cut. So if you run it across the floor and up to the top, that's square. Now you can check it on the opposite side, which I have done. So that is square there off the floor. I've done the same on this side. But you can also measure off, if you have set the track here, which I have at the bottom, that's parallel off the very front of the van. So I can also take a measurement from there to the back of that bulkhead there. So I'll go on ahead first of all and I get these here screwed on, and that'll secure this bulkhead to the strut, and then I'll put a couple of brackets on the floor again, make sure that I can remove it. Alright, I'll get back to you later. Just sort of getting this bracket finished off for this wee box here. As you can see, the whole top of it there is just not that straight, but I just have to scrape it into the back wall. And again, I just used them wee blocks there to screw to the face, and a wee bracket there I bent. So that's it there. So I have one here to put on this one. So once I've that on there, I'll get back to you, and that should be the cabinet rightly finished. That's it. Well, there's a bit of work to do. There's top to go on it and bits and pieces and doors cut out, but that's the way it is there at the moment, to give you an idea just what way I made this cabinet. Alright, so this is this wee bracket I'll bend here now with my fancy bending tools. Pair of vice grips. my old trusty nip axe. So I just get the two of them in and bend them around a wee bit, and then just check it off the angle. So that's it there. So I can bend that round like that. Not too far. I know that's not far enough, but then I'll just check it off. I check it off this here. So I have a mile to go yet, like. So back in again, and force them up tight to each other if you can. Just pull them apart, that's all you have to do. Just nice and easy. You don't got to get too excited. A wee bit more now. It's just to hold this unit together. So that's the angle there, that's it roughly, if you can see it there. It's not far away at that. So when I'll just move that up to here, get this wee bit lined up, and then screw that wee boy in, that'll keep him lined. So that's that wee bracket on there. So you can see it's fairly parallel, but this is what you see a bit of this outside. So that's the outside of the unit coming down, and that's the bit that's scraped in there now, and the sears following it here at the top. So as you can see yourself, you're a twisty wee boy, but you can do it alright. Just have to take your time and put in them blocks, take your time and do it. And it's sturdy enough, you know, that's dead on. So that's enough now to get me ready to get the door ready and then start doing the top. So I'll get back to here in 5 or 10 minutes. Alright, I'm just taking her back into the van here. So that's the inside of the unit. As you can see, there's 2 sides missing. But I mean, if I'd have done that for a reason, because I'm in a very, very tight space. And at the base down there, as you can see, so it just sits on top of the base. And if I had all that made up as one unit, I'd never get this damn thing in. So I'm just kneeing it in here with my knee and putting it in here. So that's my setup there. Now I have to cut that base. I put that base wide on purpose, so it allows me to scribe and foot it about, giving a wee bit of leeway. So that's that. And that's the other side. It's only sitting in there now. So that's the other side. When you look in, I don't know if you can see that or not, but if you can look in there, they have a nice and neat down the back of that seat. Not that you can see much of it anyway, but still. So that's the setup of the unit there at the minute. So I say I've top to do and a door to do, so I'll do that and I'll get back to you. So I've cut myself a template which is the same shape as my cabin. So I'm going to cut it first, and that'll be my template for the door, and then I'll use a router with a bush guide on it for that wee thing there, if anybody doesn't know. Okay, I've marked out roughly the shape of the door just to follow the angles of the of this panel. So I've kept in 27mm here, 18mm up from the bottom. I don't want to, I need 18mm just to get a wee bit of stand for the front here. Now if I cut that out and I put my router on it, my door's going to be smaller on that, because I have to allow for the depth between the bush guide, as say, on the router bit. I want to push that bit down a wee bit, so it doesn't really know, but a lot of the joiners would all know. So there's the bush guide and there's the bit. Okay, I'll have to allow between this face and the blade. So I'll get that measured and then I'll redraw this here, and that'll give me an accurate reading then.
Alright, it just so happens that I had to go back 6mm, so I'm using a wee bit of 6mm ply. So I need to mark this 6mm wider. And that's going to be my, what I'm going to cut. So if I go 6mm. Alright, that's just marked out there now. I come back 6mm right the whole way right round. So I'll cut that with a jigsaw. And then so that's just the way I run the saw. I'm going around this here and around that. So I'll be done with a jigsaw. So that's what I do there. Having it lined up that it's comfortable for myself to run. So clip them on. It doesn't move. They're handy by there too. Amazon's best. So you can see I don't know where you can see that line at all. There's two lines there. And I'm cutting on the outside there. So you can see this one here, I've cut on the outside of it. So when I put on my wee bush guide, that'll push me in and that'll hit the inside. On this original one that I'm going to cut, this is only a template. So I'll keep going on ahead here and I'll talk to you later. Okay, I get a bit warm there, I'll dig off the coat. Anyhow, that's the template. That's going to be the shape of my door on the cabinet, right around there. So, we'll see how that goes. I'll not need that wee bit. Right. Alright, we get back again. Put a few wee screws on. Hold my tapped it together. Okay, my tap is screwed and I've put in a couple of these Irish scrap bits of timber. It just stops my router from tilting and farting about a bit. So I should be able to run up there and follow these here, and that'll bring me back in the half width of this here. So right, we'll see how she goes. Okay, there's one pass on it. You can see the depth of it there. It's only down about, I don't know, 3-4 mil. But I mean, the wee bit, she's not fit to do any more, so I'm just going to do it in about 3 passes. So I'll get back to you when I get another couple of passes done. Okay. It took 4 passes to get it out. But that's the door. Probably need a wee bit of sanding. And this is the cabinet. So we can take off our template here now. Anyhow, this is my cabinet now. So we'll get a wee look at her here. And that's the door opening there. Now I know that there's light, but that'll be screwed to a lath. I've already a lath on the barn. On the bar, have a wee bit of just a wee cleat, a wee bracket there. So that's it, and the door. So the next thing I have to do is get her sanded down a wee bit. You can see where it just didn't go deep enough, that wee bit. The rest is pretty much very good. But again, I give it a wee bit of a sanding and then we'll take it from there. Okay. Okay, that's that routed out. And just put it in place there roughly so you can see it. You'll see the gap. Well, you'll not see it the whole way around because you're sitting on the bottom. But there'll be a bead right the whole way right around that. I'm just holding that door at the moment. But you can see that's the shape of it. So we'll get that carpeted there now, and then we'll be able to put the bead right around it then. Alright. A monster!
There's a monster in the bed.
Oh, it's just Granda. It's okay.
The monster behind the camera. Alright, I've just lifted her in place there. That's the first one I did. And I've just set that in place there. So that's that one there. Okay, I have the base to do. But I can do that, and that's the shape of it. So that's the shape for down in there, but she's sort of a lot bigger on the bottom than she is on the top now. So the fridge will be in there. That's the idea anyway. And that's the other one. Okay, I got that cabinet done there, but then I had to move it out of the way because underneath that cabinet is my diesel heater. So I'm going to get that started. So you can see the wires coming out there, and it'll be controlled by a wee panel up there. So I've started here in the garage. I mounted my my diesel tank, and as you can see, the wee filters on it, and a wee stop valve, only wee plastic stop valve, and I have it in under the bed, so that's where mine's going, straight down in there. So I'm going to get this wired here, and I'll get back to you and let you know how we're getting on here. Alright, this is what I have to set up here. A wee bit of a light there. It's a wee bit dark in here this morning, so I'm going up. That's my fridge. And that's the power down here. It's a heavy cable, as you can see. A heavy cable there for this diesel heater. So we'll start to get that tidied up and I'll get back to you. Okay, I've just wiring up this diesel heater. So I have crimped these wires on with my waffy crimper. It's a good job. and that's the wee nip axe I use for stripping the wires. So as you can see, they're good. So that's my red and the live coming in. So I connect those up. I've just have them crimped. I have to shrink wrap them. Well, I have them. That's it. And they're marine fittings, by the way. I have to heat shrink them. That's what I should have said. So, just he's not in too bad. That's it. Okay, that's those two. So my red to my live and black to my neutral. Now I've used a very heavy wire compared to what comes on the diesel heater, but I'm probably overkill anyway. So I'll just put the heat gun on those. So I have those two connected. I have let it sit for a couple of minutes. That's the main connector. It goes into the heater. There's only one way it can go on. So there's the wiring harness, and it's connected to the pump. And again, there's only one way it can go on. And they say this here should sit at an angle. So I have that at an angle. I have some diesel in the line, not much, but that's pretty much it. That goes through. So the wiring goes up my inside of my wall up to this control panel, so I'd have to get that rigged up. Okay, so as I said before, I have that there all joined up. Shrink wrap, marine shrink wrap, fuse on the line, and the wiring harness, that's just the way it comes. So I have it gone up through the bottom here and right up to the top, and this is it coming out here, and this will be on a panel. Having control with the switch panel here, and it is that's the panel I've used there, Gulu RG8 8-gang switch panel system. Okay folks, I remember the last time I had this wee automatic yoke, so I'm going to head to this and see does this do anything with it. Now, as I say, I haven't used this in this van, so this is the first time I've been switching it on, so we'll see how it goes. 7.6. So she's spinning the fan down in here. Yeah, I can feel the cold air coming. And I say that's the control panel that sends the power into here, and once I hit that switch, she sends the power out down into my diesel heater. So you can see there, it's just spinning around. Jesus, there's just heat. That's the pump going. But she's pumping. It's interesting to see what she's throwing now. She's throwing 7.5 amps, 7.6. I should up on 7.6, 7.5. As you can see there, I have the full battery. And that's the auxiliary battery there. It's 12.8, 200 amp lithium iron battery. And geez, there's a wee bit of heat. She's walking by. Unbelievable. I'll just close these doors and put on my interior lights. That's unbelievable. That wee diesel heater hasn't been going, I don't know, this last 9 months, maybe more. And I just got out, plugged it in, and she's going. You can hear her charging up there. I can actually feel the heat in the van already, and I have the door open. And she's drawing 3.9, so 4, so she's dropped 4.2 amps. .1, and the heat out of this thing is unreal. Unreal. Now, but they're going that round the right way, wouldn't it?
Don't want to hit that button. So you can see the fan flying there. The pump's on. Chases the heat out of this. Unbelievable. In a closed confined space, I still the back door open. I'm going to close that door. I'm not joking you, the heat out of that thing in this confined space is unbelievable. Just in underneath here to get another wee look underneath. See how she's going. So, that's my setup there. She's down clamped onto the exhaust. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you can see the diesel pulling her in there. And I've got all wrapped. And picked up tin foil and I just attacked it. Jesus, hot anyway, I tell you that. And even it is wrapped. So, you can just hear the noise and see how she operates from underneath. Just comes down around there. That, they are some job. Unbelievable. Okay, so that's the night of our outside. All said and done. She's not that noisy, you know. Anyhow, I've nothing secured here at the minute, everything's just temporary. That's the thing about this, that cabinet was going in there earlier on, had to take it all back out. Well, it's not, it was all just temporary in. So anything I put in is temporary until I get to the next level. So you keep changing all the time. But that'll give you an idea of the setup anyway. Tank back here, diesel heater under the seat, and my unit there can go in, and these wires is for the fridge, and that'll all be blocked off. Okay, well, there's not much noise out of it, so I'm going to knock it off here just, and I'll use this wee fob here. Such, I've hit that now, and that's wore off. You can hear her actually going down on the noise. The pump's still on with the sound, with that signage. Fan's going. So they can hear the pump dying down. As I said, pump's off, you can see the signal just disappeared. So she's cooling herself there now just a minute. And it's very important to let these things cool off when you switch them off. They're not supposed to be switched off from the switch or anything. You must give her a process, let her cool herself down. Them diesel heaters are worth the money, I can tell you. Unbelievable. And she's starting to feed up a wee bit for some reason. Maybe that's the process she goes through till to cool off. So that's it, folks. That's where roughly wired up. As I say, the wiring harness comes with them and it's self-explanatory anyway. It's just the biggest part of this here is getting it positioned in the floor and also where you want it, and getting the pipes out and getting them in position. And I'm happy enough in that respect. We fit them all over the place, all different parts of the van. But that was very easy installed there now. Straight under the seat and straight out and down alongside the exhaust. Okay, talk to you again.
Okay, as I say, that's four in our place there and they're plugged in. I'll do a wee review on that RGB 8 Yang switch panel. I put it in there and that's the system there. Same as the aux beam, no difference. Now the difference is sometimes, okay, there's not enough stickers. For example, there's fridge stickers and there's different bits and pieces. There's no diesel heater, for example, sticker, but I just put a different sticker on. And when you use this system here, you just come up straight into the system, straight in here, and then come from there. Click this in on the control panel, and you can put it whatever. It'll be mounted here on units, roof units here once I put them in. But that's the system there, and if a fuse blows, a wee red light will come on, so you know exactly what it is. So I have them named there now at the minute. I have the diesel heater, the rear light down in the garage there. If I hit it, it comes on, off, and that's just the switch there I'm using, on off. That's a wee battery charger, or a phone charger rather. You see the wee blue light on it there. Now if you don't want them on, look at, you can just have them off if you wish, but I have them in a separate circuit. Interior lights again, that's them there, hit it, off. But I have those also on the touch switch. As I said, going to bed there, you can just hit them, particularly this one here over the bed. Hit the switch and away you go. You don't got to use that panel. But there's a system, I can't remember what the price of it is, I'll have to come back to you, but it's certainly about maybe 70 to 100 pound cheaper than aux beam. Now I'm not knocking aux beam by any means, because I think it is a good system, and I think it's a really good rear. I have those there for reading lights also, and again they're just on with the touch. So that's roughly my setup. Okay, I have the cabinets to put up, but I have a lot of it done there now. It's starting to come together. There's there's a lot of work on it, so it is. And that's my I'll say my wee fridge. And again, it has a wee symbol for fridge. I can put it on, and I just have a setup here that we can pull that fridge in and out nice and handy. Plug it in, and that's there. And if there's a fault running, it'll throw the fault. And if I want to put the fridge off, you think it's a bit loud at night, you can knock it off there from the panel, and again just hit the panel back on. Them control panels are absolutely brilliant when they control 4 or 5 different things and get a wee area where you want it. So that's the setup anyway, folks, and that's the stuff that is all run off that battery. And I put in the Victron, and it's 50 amp. It's only the new one out, so it should charge that battery in an hour and a half, from basically flat up to 80%. So I'll be driving, so that suits me as opposed to putting in solar panels, bits and pieces. That battery can be charged very, very quick, so I'm not going to bother putting in solar panels. Again, the longest I'll be in this van, 1 week, 2 weeks at max. So it's not a van I'm going to be living in, and I'm trying to have it that it suits my needs. And again, I can put the back in the van there, the bed and everything in the back of the van in about 10 minutes, maybe less, 5 minutes if I want it. Just two beams, bit of plywood, 2 screws, and away you go. So the mattress, of course. Okay, hope that there's helpful for someone.